You rewind this, manifest behind this. No limit with the bars, you know Jesus bout it. Manifest on a beat, you know I had to cop it. And if you hating on the crew, you might as well stop.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Paper Planes and Rock Chains Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Vaughn, Killer TV, whatever you want to call me, with my co-host. What's happening?
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Jeter, man. Back at it again, man. Episode 2, season 2. We gonna get right in
Episode
it.
episode 2, season 2. That's right.
Sure.
Yes, sir, man. How's it been going, Jeter? We in the midst of a winter storm. It's all going down, man.
Yeah, man. It's bad out here, man. Shit. We probably got what I want to say, like a foot, a good foot.
A good foot and a half.
Yeah, maybe a good foot and a half, 20 inches, somewhere around there. But that shit is crazy, man.
A little too
Yes.
much snow for me, but I can't even fathom the 2 or 3 inches we got here. Maybe a inch, two inch. I think we got an inch. I think we got an inch here. So
And it's still coming down at that, yo. The plow been going through all day, and people been out there shoving snow, moving it. I got some good neighbors, man. They actually got the snow off my trucks and
nice,
clear
nice,
furniture.
nice.
Yeah, but it's still coming down. So it's like I see what they're doing, but it's still coming down. So I guess they don't want it to get to the door because it could have been up to the door.
But the blessing is you ain't lose power.
Nah, I did. Thank God for
Yeah,
that. To the grocery
yeah,
store, got right. Mostly
right.
like, stuff that ain't gonna spoil. Basic
Hmm.
bread, PB&J. I got a couple juices, waters, something for the kids, but you know, we ain't lose power, so I was still able to eat.
Yeah, I was happy too that we didn't lose power too, because my father-in-law was on me the whole time, like, "What are you gonna do if y'all lose power?" I'm like, bro, you can keep that kerosene heater. I don't do kerosene heaters.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We get there, right? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Don't speak it into existence.
Right, right.
The tongue has power. Like, leave it alone. For real, for real.
Yeah,
Man, man, I hope everybody wherever you at, man, when you see this, that you're safe and sound, man. And
yeah, exactly.
times like this just make you appreciate the little things, man.
Yeah.
And yes, sir. But on this episode of Paper Planes and Rock Chains, man, we're gonna go into our producer bag, and the number one producer on the rock gots to be, that boy Kanye West. And so today we'll get into the origins of when was the first time you heard Kanye West? What's Kanye's most memorable beats? And then when did Kanye lose his freaking marbles? So we're gonna get into all that on this episode of Paper Planes and Rock Chains. Make sure y'all continue to support, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. We're,
We
we're
do, we
growing.
do.
We're growing, so we just trying to get to it. So I'm gonna start with you, Jeter. When was the first time that you um heard Kanye production and heard him rap? Like what tracks was it?
Well, everybody got they say so, but honestly, the first time I actually knew who Kanye was, it had to be his first single Through the Wire.
Hmm.
That was the first time I was introduced to Kanye West. Knew about it, heard it. That was the first beat I ever heard from him. Well, I ain't gonna say I heard, but I known from him.
Right.
So that was the first time I actually heard Kanye West. And then, I was just like, everybody always said, Kendrick, have you heard of then do y'all got, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. They didn't know the song, so they was harmonized Through the Wire. And I was just like, nah, I haven't heard it yet. And they was just like, the West dude, yo, Kanye. And nobody couldn't say Kanye. So they know his name. So it was like Kanye West. I was like, yeah, I haven't heard of him, but so this was LimeWire day. So of course I went home, LimeWire, tapped in who he was, heard the song. I'm like, okay. So that was my first initiation to Kanye West was Through the
The first
Wire.
time The first time we heard him, see, the first time we heard him, but we didn't know we heard him was on Blueprint 2 on that ladies call me a pop star and then they call me a rock star.
I hated that song.
Yeah. But the bounce, right. But we didn't know who like
Who he
who
was.
is who is this guy with this weird flow? Ladies call me a pop star, ladies call me a rock star. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was at the time, but just like you, um, we I wasn't able to put a face with that person until through the wire.
Right.
Um, I didn't have, some of the real heads had that mixtape he dropped before through the wire, which was I hear that was pretty hard. Um, but yeah, I remember seeing the video for Through the Wire, and I was like, yo, this dude is dope. And then at the end of the video, it's uh I wanna when Jay be like, yeah, Kanye, we got he's like Shot Town, we got some big news. And then he gives
Yeah.
him the chain. It's like, man, that's a moment that everybody would want. Like for Jay to
Right.
put that Rockefeller chain on you in front of your hometown, it's like, what in the world? So at that point, that's when you start digging and you start going backwards a little bit. And
Yeah,
you
exactly.
and you like, oh, this is the cat that did You Can't Be Life. This is the cat
Right.
that did The Truth for Beans. Um
Nothing
uh
like it. Takeover.
Takeover. Then you start hearing the voice. I'm like, oh, he's on the hook. He's on the hook for Never Change. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you like, wow. And at the time, around that time when I heard Through the Wire, his production credit was getting crazy because he dropped that Get By with
Quality.
Kweli,
I
uh
think it comes.
yep, Ludacris, Stand Up. Like his production, like it was spreading fast, and it was,
Yeah.
and I think we all enjoyed the underdog story from him. Like, wow, you went through the car accident and you still
Hmm.
here. And I love the change of shift at the time because I was a little too young for a Tribe Called Quest. And they was like, I hear they was like the original Kanye's, like backpackers and stuff.
Hmm.
And I was too young for that, so I never seen that. All I've seen in my time at that point in hip hop was all gangster shit.
Yeah.
So it was real refreshing for somebody to just speak honestly and freely and not about the gangster shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it
And
was
be
it was, it
dope
was
with it.
yeah, and be dope with it. It was very refreshing, very refreshing.
Yeah. Then you have a smash hit like Jesus Walks, stuff like that. And one of my favorite songs is As All Falls Down. I just like that's and then he did the way he did the video was, top tier. Like, how he do that? That was like the metal glasses that
Mm.
you have
It was
now.
it was basically what yeah, the meta glasses now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so it was like that, yo. I was like, yo, how he do that? Yo, like, where's the camera? And all that stuff, yo. And then he was in the bathroom doing the joint when he spilled the mayonnaise and mustard on his polo.
Just brilliant. Just
Yeah,
just
he,
just
yeah,
just brilliant. And
he was ahead of
the
his
thing that
time.
the thing I loved about that video the most is the sprinkle of cameos that's all through the video from
Yeah.
Common, Stacey Dash, Dame Dash, um, some more people. I haven't watched that video in a while, but I was like,
Yeah.
damn, look at all these people in this video. You know what I mean? And man, it was a master rollout. All Falls Down. I remember the original with Lauryn Hill. You remember that?
Hmm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
original. Hmm. Yeah, that was man, he had a plan. He had a real plan. He knew what his rollout was.
Right.
And paid for Through the Wire video out of his pocket.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. You ain't know
Yeah.
that? Cheater, you
Nah.
ain't know that.
Nah, but
Yeah.
then you also could tell too, because it wasn't really him in the video. It was like just like a bunch of pictures and
Mhm.
yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
it looked pretty cheap, but it was pretty brilliant at the same time.
Brilliant.
Dope
It
at the
was it
same
was
time.
It was definitely brilliant,
Yeah,
uh, vulnerable. Um, ain't too many people will show themselves at their worst.
yeah.
We all like to show ourselves at our best. I remember one of those portraits in there is him face fat,
All messed up. Yeah, from the
all
accident.
messed up from the accident. So I mean, all of it was just brilliant. And I'm gonna be honest. Never bought College Dropout the physical, the real one. I've just had a couple of bootleg ones, and then eventually now we in the streaming iTunes age. So I've never actually, so I don't actually have a story of going to the store and buying College Dropout. Yeah, I had that on bootleg. So
Yeah.
what about yourself? Any
I had,
story of going to get College Dropout?
I, it wasn't really no story. I was just gonna get it anyway because Rockefeller was that was me. I felt like I was a part of them. But I remember it was me and my brother and I think my cousin. We was in Raleigh on New Hope Road, and that's when I had got it that day. I don't know where I got it from, but I just remember listening to it. We was vibing and listening to it that day. And when I heard one of the songs, the joint with Jay up there, I
Never
forgot
let
the
me
name of the
down.
song. Yeah, Never Let Me Down. I was rapping that verse, that whole verse, and niggas like, yo, how did you know this song already?
Because it was already that verse was already on another song first.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was on the what you call it, the Hovey Baby remix.
Yep.
And I said, yo, I heard this joint before. Yo, so they said, how? It just came out within a couple hours ago. So that was a memory. And my favorite
And I think that's why, even though it was amazing, maybe that's why Hove gave us that last verse. Because every fourth quarter, I like the Mike Jordan them. Number one albums, what I got like four of them,
Yeah,
more of them on the way. You can kill the
yeah.
chitter chat.
I forgot
He
how the
said
joint go.
he was like dissing Jay will get you mace. When I start spitting them lyrics, niggas get very religious. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man.
I
So
said,
yep,
mm.
that was my joint, yo. But my favorite Ye album was Late Registration.
Had
That
that
was
on had that on bootleg too.
that was my favorite joint, man. I think that's when Rockefeller actually broke up and they was trying to put the thing back together. And I think he was maybe the third artist off that label.
Yeah, yeah.
Started.
To put a bow on College Dropout. I had the album, and I think I've said this story on this podcast before. Um, but yeah, I remember I was just going through a lot in my life at the time. And at the time I was only like 18, 19, probably like 19.
I had
And I
people
was
going
just,
through.
I know, right? But at the time life was just life. And I remember just walking to work every day in the cold and just really just trying to figure it out. And I remember I was listening to that song on College Dropout. It was oh my God, let's see, what's it called? Spaceships. Uh and if the manager assaults me again, I'm gonna be assaulting him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, damn, I'm sick of my job. I'm sick of working at fucking Taco Bell. Everybody, all my friends, they in college. I'm working at Taco Bell, walking to work, and I was just like, damn, that shit just hit me different. And I remember he said something in the verse about stealing out the register. And
Mm,
I used to
maybe.
steal out the register too.
You ain't got to stealing out the taco, taking all the Taco Bell money.
Yeah. And
Allegedly.
allegedly, right.
Yeah.
Um, and then when they got the last call, when they said, G, you think we should get that deal with Rockefeller? Rockefeller? I started crying like a baby because I listened to that whole 11, 12 minute story and I was
Yeah.
like, damn, man, that man pushed through and made it.
Right,
man,
right,
I
right.
I, I can too. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that album made me cry. I was just going through a little thug
Man,
tears. But
yeah, yeah.
top tier, man. One of my favorite albums of all time. One of my College Dropout to me is just a masterpiece.
Mhm.
Even from the fun songs with like Workout Plan,
Yeah.
um, it was still amazing. You know something that really fucked me up about College Dropout?
What's that?
Really fucked me up. The whole time I heard College Dropout, I always thought that was Bernie Mac on them damn skits.
Yeah, yeah, of course, me too.
I thought it just made sense. I just said I thought it was like the the Chicago connection. I was like, okay, he got Bernie Mac.
Yeah,
And then to find out that was D. Ray Davis the whole time, I was like,
right.
how the fuck did he sound so much like Bernie Mac?
Yeah,
That messed me up. I always thought for years that was Bernie Mac. No idea that was D. Ray Davis.
yeah. I don't know
Um,
why he ain't get Bernie Mac. Is
yeah,
D-Ray
yeah.
from Chicago?
Huh?
Is D-Ray Davis from Chicago?
D. Ray Davis is from Chicago as well. Yep. And you remember D. Ray Davis was in the video for college for Through the Wire.
Yeah.
Even out of arm I
My
spit.
spit. Without all my spit. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. Um, I loved the Freeway Most Def joint.
Mm-hmm. Two words.
True words,
Yeah. Yeah, by
crazy.
that time, yeah, you're right. His productions was going crazy because you remember he was on the Dave Chappelle joint, yo, and they did it.
Hmm.
Was it Most Def song? The
Yep. Hmm. No, it's Common.
Common song was
I
called
think it
the
was Common.
Soul Food, something like that.
Yeah, it might have been. It was Common on Most Def. Yeah,
Mm.
one of
Gotta
those.
get uh-oh. Yeah, that joint was hard, yo. He really had some dope productions, man, coming out that year, man. Like he should have did he get Rookie of the Year?
Um, his rookie class is like him, Joe Buttons, The Game, Young Guns,
Mm.
Chingy. Um, that's kind of like that '04 class.
Young
Uh,
Buck, was he in there?
Young Buck, yeah, Lloyd Banks.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of like that '04, '03, '04 class. Uh, Definitely rookie of the year.
Mm. 'Cause
Um,
I remember he said it on one of Jada Kiss songs, yo, because he was on the Kiss of Death album, yo. Shorty getting it in with me.
I hated that song.
Yeah, he said, "Who the rookie of the year? Me and LeBron James." He killed that
Dang.
bitch, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on fire, especially like I mean just super on fire. I mean, genius to put slow jams on Twista album in his album.
hmm
And then the version that was on his album was a little different from just a tad bit different from the version that was on Twista album.
yeah. I think Jamie
Um
Foxx had a
mhm,
longer
a little
singing.
longer. Yeah, yeah, little bridge part.
Yeah.
Um yeah, man, it was that album is just a freaking masterpiece. I'm gonna have to go. I want that on vinyl. I want that on vinyl, bro. I want that album on vinyl because I've seen like the packaging where like the whole school theme and I think like they had like Jay-Z most popular and it had like a bunch of people and they'd be like who's most popular. You remember it on the inside?
Oh yeah. The booklet.
The booklet. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
it
I
was like
need
a
that
senior
on
book.
vinyl. It was the yearbook theme, right? The
Yeah,
yearbook thing. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. I wish I still had them joints, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't buy that. Late so we get to late registration.
That's my favorite album, yo.
Um a little weird at the Rock at the time. The Rock is officially broken up. But Kanye's still
That light on.
moving. Kanye's still moving. And you know, everybody kind of always expects artists to have a, sophomore slump, but no sophomore slump for Kanye.
Right.
Um, I feel like he explored more with this album. Late
I feel like it was
registration.
deeper.
Yeah, way deeper, way deeper. Like Roses, the joint with Brandy. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Joint for his moms.
His mom's right. Hey, mama, did that hit different, after his mom died. But
Yeah.
yeah, that
Heard,
was
heard him say,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that joint drive slow.
Drive slow.
Yeah, I just got a concept of that song, yo. Basically, it's
Mm,
like I guess it's just like people rushing too fast in life, yo.
yeah, yeah. hmm You ever heard the video version with T.I. rapping?
Uh,
Yeah, it's a video version. It's not on the I think you probably put it up on like Apple Music, but when he dropped the video for Ride Slow, T.I. was on it. hmm
okay. I never.
Fun fact.
Yeah, that's
Fun
what's up.
fact.
I ain't seen that video. I probably have. I ain't seen this in so long.
Yeah, straight
Years.
straight green screen video. Um
Okay.
one notable thing about that album is Big Brother came through and kicked my ass. Because the way Jay-Z spanked that boy on Diamonds, whew, he humbled that boy. He got that boy back humble.
Mhm. Got them
Yeah.
88 damn. Yeah.
Freeway to Foxy.
Kanye
Bleak
the
can be
Fox.
one hit away his whole career. Long as I'm alive, he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, he
mm,
has some shit on that joint, man. We Major with Nas.
whew. In my
That was
mind,
one
I
of my
feel,
favorite ones too.
like that built the bridge for what will become Jay-Z and Nas getting cool. Because it was like, because at the time it was almost like, why would a Rockefeller artist be working with Nas?
Mhm.
So, so yeah, I think that built the bridge because shortly after that, Nas and Jay-Z started working together. So I think
Yeah,
all that helped.
yeah.
hmm yeah, late registration was a classic. I didn't think he can top College Dropout, and it's kind of hard to say which one is actually better because it just depends on uh
What
uh
who would you win at the time?
yeah, whichever one. But
They both
they're
they
both
both dope
amazing,
albums, both classic albums.
both
So
classics.
yeah, so to me, it's always been late registration, yo. For some reason,
Mm,
fuck with that album. But College Dropout is a good album too. I ain't gonna shit on it, but when
hmm
I'm going to a Kanye album, it's college. I mean, not college dropout, it's late registration.
Right, right. And then we get to the third album. Still no
Graduation.
letdown.
Yeah,
Third album is called
graduation day.
Graduation. Um, Another fun fact, I wish he would have kept that whole theme and put out Good Ass Job. I thought he could have wrapped up the series. It was supposed to be an album called Good Ass Job.
I remember that. Yeah, I heard
And
that.
but but I guess after his mom died, I guess went to a little darker side with 808s and heartbreaks. So
Flashing light, man. Whew, that was my joint.
flashing lights, I used to have that shit on repeat,
God, that was my
repeat,
shit. Yeah,
repeat, repeat. I'm like, why is this so fucking amazing? Why is this beat so fucking good?
yeah.
Yeah, that shit was really good. Flashing lights, and then for him to spill the beans, um, you know, on Big Brother, which was
Yeah.
amazing. Um, the whole who gonna have the craziest first week, him or 50.
Mhm.
Um, I knew 50 didn't stand a chance. At that point, all the momentum of G Unit was just so down. I was like, "It's no way you
Yeah.
gonna outsell Ye. No way,
Yeah.
no way." Um,
About did you ever know it was a remix to Can't Tell Me Nothing with Beans and Free?
I
This when
remember seeing
Beanie
that on the
Sigel first
mixtape.
came back, got out of jail, he came back, and that was like I think that was
He
the
was
first
he,
one.
he was dissing he was like dissing state property.
Nah, that was on Kiss the Gang Goodbye. I mean, not Kiss the Gang Goodbye, but
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sheet album.
Oh, yeah, on Chic album, yeah. You
Yeah,
can kiss your ass
yeah,
goodbye. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
when that was in there.
That's when he did State Property.
Yeah,
Weird time, weird time,
yeah. This one
weird.
he came back to Rockefeller. I think that was like his first joint back on the label. But
Hmm.
yeah, that graduation was pretty tough too. And then, like you said, you go into 808 Heartbreak. I
Never.
don't think I got past
That's
the
what
second or third track.
that's when all the purist fans. That's when he lost us. That's when he lost me rather, because I was
Yeah,
like, it's a little too weird for me.
yeah.
Like I don't know about a nigga doing a singing auto tune album.
Hmm.
But when I revisited years later, I was like, oh, I see why
I
people liked it.
I couldn't even revisit it, man. I tried to listen to it. I take it back. I tried to revisit and listen to it, but it's just like I couldn't do it because I never liked the auto tune thing, yo. So
So
it was
so
just
you didn't like It's Amazing? Amazing was hard though.
nah. I probably know it because it was on 2K and I heard it so much.
Hmm. It's
So
amazing. It's
yeah.
amazing.
That's the one with Jeezy up there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I heard shit so much, but that 809, that wasn't really me, man.
Mm. 808's Heartbreaks. What's after that? My Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Yeah.
Um,
That was pretty good. That was tough.
that was one that I went and bought that. I went
Hmm.
and bought that album. When that was, I think that was my first Kanye album actually purchased.
Yeah, man, you was 4 hours in, man. Oh my
I know
God.
I was bootleg heavy, man. I was
Bootleg King,
bootleg
man. Call you bootleg Bobby.
king. Right. I was buying the bootleg version all the time.
Oh,
But yeah, I bought that one. It grew on me. It grew on me. I remember buying that and Nicki Minaj album the same day.
all right.
Same day. Yep. Um, but it grew on me. And I think uh Nicki Minaj got her respect from me that day. Um,
From
I
Monster.
heard Monster. I was like, God,
Yeah.
yo,
She killed
I
that
ain't
joint.
never heard of I ain't never heard a female rap like that.
Especially against Jay.
With Jay on that shit, right?
Yeah.
And
So
um,
she ran that shit.
and then Ross verse on Devil in a Tight Dress.
Mm, yeah.
Sick.
Pusha
Sick.
T. Pusha T on Soul Paul. He killed it. I think he killed everybody.
Even Hove?
Yes. I think he did, man. He had one line in there, man, that said, yo, this nigga is ill, man.
That was kind of Pusha T's breakout solo shit.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean, that started his solo run
Nigga
when he
said,
when he
I
first got the
forgot,
good music.
I don't forgot what he said that led up to it, but the nigga said, still move a bird like I'm in bed with Mother Goose.
Mm.
God damn. I said, Lord.
So
Woo.
how do we feel where does good music rank among other notable record labels?
Uh, I don't know, man, cause I ain't really listen to good music like that besides Ye and Pusha. I mean, I had 2 Chainz, with 2 Chainz first album up there.
Yeah, yeah.
I had that album, but I really didn't. It wasn't me.
Um,
I don't know.
what about you never listened to got the Big Sean?
I think I listened to Big Sean after when it was over. Cause I
Mm,
didn't like the ass Big Sean ass. I just hated that shit, yo. Um,
mm.
damn, which Big Sean album I bought, yo? And I was just like, yo, this shit's fire. I can't remember. I said, but I don't know.
So I
Pause
mean
that.
the biggest acts on good music, we got Big Sean, Pusha T, of course, um, Saha the Prince,
Hmm.
um, early good music, Common,
Hmm.
John Legend, Kid Cudi, Um, yeah, I think we're not even gonna add designer in there.
Oh, man. I decided that was like 2017. That's like the only Big Sean album I bought. That was on Good Music too. So that
Mm.
was 2017.
I think the apex of good music was Good Summer, Cold Winter, whatever it was called.
I
Uh
never had an album, yo.
I never had that album either, but like when they had that song, I put the doors on the tour bus. And then Pusha T kills it at the end. Um I forget the name of that song.
Mm,
It's a huge song. But that was probably the apex. And I remember they did like um the BT freestyle, when they
mm.
had at the award show.
Yeah, I remember that.
Um I mean it was a good run. I think Tiana Taylor had a little time there too. Um Congrats to her, everything she got going on. She on fire right now.
Yeah.
Um I mean it was a dope label. Uh it was easy. I remember it was even talks of Lloyd Banks coming over
I'm
to
glad he
good.
did. I don't think it would have fit him.
I don't know. I don't know. Um, I wish Kanye would have worked more with more artists on Rockefeller. Um, because he never worked with Bleak. There was no
Nah.
Bleak. He was never on a Bleak album. He was I think he had some shit on Freeways, had some shit with Beans. I think he had some shit with the Gunners. But I think Kanye was more pouring into his label, GLC, Consequence, and all those beginner good music artists
Yeah.
that he never really poured into the rock like that. And I thought he would become more of an executive role when we got that crazy cover. I think it was Double XL when it was like President Carter. Remember that
Hmm.
Double XL magazine?
Yeah, well, he was at the desk
And it was at the
with the
desk.
crew.
hmm And
Yeah.
I definitely thought he would have poured more into like being, helping revise Rockefeller at the time, you know.
He could have done that, yo. Get everybody their first single like he did later on in his career a few years ago, how he gave Nas the seven joints and Pusha his seven joints. Like he could have did that, gave everybody one smash record, yo. I think he could have did something like that. Maybe
He
even a
definitely
feature.
he, he definitely could have gave Bleak and Young Guns uh something that would have helped those last Rockefeller albums there. Just executive producer, like overlook it, just to make sure.
Freeway
Um
too.
Yeah, Freeway too. I remember on Freeway's second album, he was complaining. He was like, I
Yeah.
bleeped Kanye. He didn't bleep back.
Like that.
I remember I was working with him when it was like, who is he or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But then he did
So
with same thing with Just. Just ain't give him nothing either on the second album.
yeah. Justin hit him back neither. I remember that. Um, yeah. So really, after my twisted dark fantasy, and we can even talk about Watch the Throne. But really much after Watch the Throne, I'm out.
Yeah.
I ain't,
I think he
I'm
started getting
really
I ain't gonna say weird, but he just started getting like too big for himself and he just started having like ghostwriters and stuff, yo.
yeah. Once he started doing the Ghost Riders and the weird shit, the last Kanye album that I listened to was Ye 2018. I love that album though. That album was tough. I don't know if you ever heard it. It's only 7 songs, but it was dope. It was really dope. That was the last Kanye album I ever listened to.
Yeah. I think the last one I did is too was the that which one was it? Because I was at work. I was driving trucks at the time. I think it was it the Donda, the first Donda.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
listened to that.
I've never checked out any of the Dondas.
Yeah, I listened to the first Donda, and then I never listened to the Vulture, Vulture 2, or the Donda 2, or the Jesus is King. Like the
And
gospel.
I never listened to Life After Pablo outside of No More Parties in LA. No More Parties in LA is my shit though.
I think I
You never
listened
heard
to.
that?
I probably have. No, I ain't gonna say I have. Shit, no more
No More
parties.
Parties in LA, that's him and Kendrick going crazy.
Nah, I never heard that one, yo.
Yeah, that's my shit. But
It's one of the ones I listened to. I don't know if it was Real Friends.
Real Friends, that's off Life of Pablo. Yeah.
Yeah, might have been that one, and I forgot the other one, yo. But it was more like a bounce to it, yo. It had more like a bounce to it. I can't think of it, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, so kid, Kanye, man, is just like to the point where we was like, man, this guy's a genius, and then it seemed like he was like so for the culture, revolutionizing the culture, standing up for us, saying George Bush don't like black people.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
just went like against us,
Trump crazy.
Trump crazy and shit. Like,
Yeah,
um, and I don't really ever try to call people crazy because I think I ain't trying to turn this thing in religious,
a
but
politics. Yeah,
I think if when Jesus comes back, whenever Jesus does comes back, it ain't gonna be like clear, like here guys, I'm Jesus. You know what I mean? So sometimes um you gotta be you have to watch the people that say that crazy stuff because it be truth in that crazy stuff. And and those are the people that we probably think that we shouldn't be following. But Kanye just started getting out of control with his message, and it was just like, how can we follow him? I still think he's a genius, and
yeah,
I still think he has a solid heart. At the end of the day, been pretty quiet lately in the media.
yeah.
I don't know what's been going on with him, but he's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, that's good. Stay out the
Mhm.
way. And know he got the wife. He made his wife dress butt naked and shit.
Oh, that white girl was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is this? This Negro is wilding,
Yeah, yeah. She
super
was
heavy.
titties out and all. I'm like, damn,
Mm.
he got that much power.
Got that much power and did it with a white woman at that. That looked
Yeah.
like Kim Kardashian. Um, well, we can't talk about Kanye without talking about the fashion. Um, Personally, I've never owned a pair of Yeezys. So I don't know if you have.
Nah, I bought my son a pair, yo, for Christmas, probably like a few years ago.
Mm,
My girl, she got like two or three pair. I never owned a pair. I do want a pair because everybody said they so soft,
right.
but I don't know. I feel like once the water hit it, yo, it's just like your sock. I feel like it's a sock. Your shit can get wet.
Right. Yeah, I've never owned a pair of Yeezys as well. Um, I don't know. I've seen some fire ones. Um, but it's just I don't know. Just never really sought out to even get any. Would like some. Would definitely like some. Um, but yeah, Kanye is definitely super forward, fashion forward, trendy. Um, yeah. So what would be your top five favorite Kanye production?
Top five. Oh man. Whew. Let me see. Takeover, number one. Well, I ain't, this not in particular order. I
Okay.
can't give me one, but I know Takeover is one. All's Fall Down.
Mm.
Um, shit. Um, damn. See, I'm trying to pick everything out of Rockefeller. Oh, shit. I can't. Ah, damn. It's. Well, I can't say Watch the Throne. Did he do Otis? Otis.
I don't know. I don't know if he did Otis.
Let me see. Oh, Can't Be Life. This can't be life.
Mm, mm.
Um, Guess who's back? The Scorpions.
Ooh, man. That shit almost felt like a Jay-Z song.
Yeah. Um, the truth.
Mm.
I think the truth may be my favorite, yo. I think I put that over
Wow.
Takeover.
'Cause that shit didn't sound like nothing else.
Yeah. Uh, the truth, Takeover, can't be life. Guess who back? Let me see. Probably nothing like it.
La,
Nah, nah,
la,
nah.
not
Um,
that.
nah, off the Beans second album, first joint.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, okay, 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 okay,
Nothing
okay.
like it. Damn, but then he got some shit off the second album too, yo, that I like, yo. The joint with Brandon, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
the addiction makes me smile with my heart. That shit, oh,
What feels so good.
yeah.
You
So he
know
got
what's
some
my
shit.
you know what's just side note, you know what's my favorite joint on late registration? The
Mm-hmm.
joint with Consequence and Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that is my shit. I, yeah, Consequence killed that. Mm. Um but my top five favorite Kanye production. I loved his early production when he was getting in the game. The shit he did with Dilated People.
I never heard of that dude.
Um,
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
The Peoples.
yeah, yes,
Okay,
that
okay.
was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was my shit. Uh, the shit he did with Do or Die.
Damn, you took it back.
You don't remember that? That was a single.
Do or die.
Yeah. Hold
I
on, let
think I
me
do.
let me play just a little bit. High. It's called Higher. Yo, you don't remember that?
Uh,
That was super early. Um, I said that. I said, what's another one? Um, Can't Be Life, of course. Um, just 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 can't forget about that. Uh Slow Jams.
okay.
Um, and I'll probably say Overnight Celebrity.
I'm about to say that, yo. I forgot about that,
Yeah,
John.
Overnight Celebrity.
Yeah.
Man, I love Kanye early production, man. Kanye early production was amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
um, on T.I. album, I'm just doing my job.
That's doing my job. Yeah. Yeah, I
Crazy,
remember that joint.
crazy. Um, the way he can chop up sample beats, chop it up those beats is just crazy, you know.
And
Mm,
you remember he did I Got Nowhere off the State Property album.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got
Yep.
Nowhere.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a dope one too, yo. You're right, man.
Mhm.
Cause like I was sitting down, they was having like, when you be on IG and they be like, yo, this producer produced this beat and they try to show you how they done it. When he did
Mm-hmm.
it, Can't Be Life, yo, I said, yo, I never knew it was that song. It's from
Yeah.
I forgot the old school, I'm gonna say the OJs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Miss you, miss you. I was like, oh shit.
No, Harold and something Harold
Blue Notes.
Oates or something like that.
Yeah, Harold and the
Uh,
Blueberries. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it was.
yeah, yeah. One of my favorite songs.
Oh, I
Mm,
miss you,
you
miss you.
miss
Yeah, Kanye
rappers and
killed
chop
it.
that shit up so much,
Yeah,
so much. Um, Another sleeper, amazing way to come out the gate. Keisha Cole, I changed my mind.
yeah. Oh man,
I was just mad he didn't rap on that shit. I'm like, why he didn't rap?
yo, Brandy. The joint he
Yeah.
gave Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
What's that song? What's that joint called?
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he rapped on that one.
Yeah. You don't know my name, Alicia Keys.
Yeah, I didn't even know he did that until like years later.
Yeah.
Then it made sense that Mos Def was in the video.
Right.
Yeah,
Made sense. Um, okay. Like people, I know people that swear by John Legend first album, how good that was.
yeah.
Um,
Never heard it.
I've listened to it a couple times. I don't think it's the beats on there is amazing. Um, yeah. Um, where do we rank Kanye as a producer? Because I don't rank Kanye nowhere as a rapper. Because once you openly say that you got people writing your raps, you're not in my top rappers list. Nothing.
Okay.
You can't be in my top nothing rapper list. But where do you rank Kanye as in your top producers?
Mm. He could be in that top five. 'Cause my top five producer list is Just Blaze is number one.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the Neptunes is number two. Swiss three, Tim four, then it can be Ye five.
Kanye is definitely my top five as well. Neptune's one, Jermaine Dupri two,
I forgot about him, but he could be in that top 10.
uh, Just Blaze in there, um, Dr. Dre,
All right.
Kanye, yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm
Then
And
about
Timberland, right there, right there with as a six man.
yeah. I think my
hmm
six man probably would be Jermaine Dupri, well, for the early joints he did with Chris Cross.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the dope thing about Jermaine is he's still giving out dope joints to this day. Like,
you don't even
that,
know it. It's like he got a whole bunch of shit out there, and you won't even know
mhm.
he did it until he say something about it, yo.
They say something about it, right?
Mm. That's when I remember after the Lots Dipset verses, he called out Puff and said, Puff, we can do it at the Garden. He didn't even
Right.
care. He said, I got enough shit for you. And when he started, I said, man, Puff gonna smoke this nigga, yo. But then when I went back and listened to some of his shit, and then he started saying what he had, I said, well, damn. I,
The
I think
the problem is Puff would have won because the problem is Jermaine bag is R&B. Um,
but he got some shit. Bone
but
Crush.
there was never it was never no flagship male artist on So Def except for Bow Wow. If your best male rapper on your roster is Bow Wow, and no disrespect to Sean Moss, because I'm a Bow Wow fan, but how you gonna go in your bag when he start playing Biggie? You can't go Biggie, you can't go Biggie than a
Yeah,
Bow Wow record. You
he
can't go
can't, but
Biggie than a Brat record.
he can go outside of that, yo. He got shit outside of So Def. That's what I'm saying. Like,
What is the biggest what's the biggest rap record Jermaine Dupri ever produced?
shit, I can't tell you that. I think he did
Not
ne-
R&B. What's the
I think
biggest
he did.
rap record
I
he
can't
have
tell you.
ever produced?
I can't tell you.
Right,
But
right.
he got
His
some
R
shit with Hov. He got some shit with Hov too now.
his R&B bag from the Mariah to the Usher. Shit, um, it's crazy. Um,
But
and then I
Puff really didn't make no beats. He a more producer on the producer
Right.
side.
I mean, I think
He put the
too,
shit together.
and then another thing too is like it's a lot of shit Jermaine didn't produce, but it was on his label. Like technically, Damn Youngbloods is So
Mhm.
Def. It was on his label. I don't think he produced Never Scared, but it was on his label. Same thing with Rocco, I'ma Do Me. You know what I mean? That's just some of the big names that was was affiliated with So Def. But I think
Right.
that's the only thing that's really missing from So Def is just that huge flagship stamp male artist. I think that's the only thing that So Def didn't have. Me personally, because when you think of Bad Boy, they had Big and Little Kim. You know what I mean? And then they had 112. You know what I mean? And then the Carl
Right.
Thomas. I mean Bad Boy, and then even and then
Mace,
even they
Fat
can go
Rob,
Boys, Maze, Boys in
Rex,
the Hood,
Ox.
Young Jock. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They covered the whole thing. But when you think about So Def, they just never had that flagship male artist. You know what I mean? Yes, the Brett can go against Lil Kim easy. And I think the Brat don't have as many hits as Kim, but the Brat is a better rapper than Kim. Personal opinion.
Mm, that's a strong one. First, she is the first female to go platinum.
First female to go platinum, and I don't think Kim wrote a lot of her rhymes. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that always have something to do with it. It would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. That's what like I heard Charlamagne always say, if Puff Daddy and Jermaine do go at it, it should just be R&B and remixes.
Yeah.
That would be because Notorious B.I.G. is just the fucking trump card. It's just a big joker. You know what I mean? I mean he can win the verses off just playing Ready to Die and Life After Death. You know what I mean? So
I know we're supposed to talk about Ye, but on another note, side note, Tupac Big versus who you had.
oh man, that's Goliath. That's fucking that's Goliath.
I got 20 Big verses before you get to his first album. I
Mm.
had 20 because I said, yo, everybody was saying, Pop would kill Big in the verses, but I said, yo, Biggie got 20. I wrote 20 verses features that he's on before you get to Ready to Die. And I
I
said he
think
was Pop.
I think it's all about whoever curates that verses.
I
Because if
curated and I still kill him.
mm, because it's some Pac shit that's B-sides that's just amazing. Because really majority of us don't really start paying attention to Pac's catalog until um
Me Against the World.
Me Against the World. Yeah, that's when we before that we just knew We Get Around.
I get
Brenda's
around,
I Get Around, Brenda's Got a
keep
Baby,
your head up.
Keep Your Head Up, you know what I mean? But as far as like the albums, we didn't I've never really listened to Strictly for My Niggas.
Or Apocalypse.
uh
Yeah.
oh Tupac the Lips. Um I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Biggie. But man, I love them so equally. You know what I mean? It'd be a tough versus. It just depends on who curates it, where they put this joint with this joint. Like, mm,
Yeah.
that'd be crazy. I think they need to do a versus like that. Before we get out of here, how do you feel about the next installment of versus Hit Boy versus Mike Will Made It?
Uh yeah, I was looking at that earlier, man. I was trying to figure out who did what. I just know, Hit Boy did a whole Nas series. Um
Hit Boy got Beyonce.
yeah.
I
I
think
think he got
I think
niggas in
niggas in
Paris.
Paris. Yeah, niggas in Paris.
I was
Um,
trying to figure out what. Mike
I
would. I
think
know
I
Mike
think
would
that's
have a
I
lot of
think that's
people.
what's, I think that's what's gonna make this versus so dope because we're not quite sure
Who
everything
did
that
what?
both of these what everything these brothers produced. So I think that's what it's gonna turn into a very legendary versus.
Mm.
Um,
When is it?
I don't know the date. I don't know the date.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm gonna check.
sometime in. I feel like it's next weekend. Let me
Yeah, I think at
look.
the end of the month.
Yeah, the month's almost over. So
Yeah, it might be next week.
yeah, so yeah, I don't know, but I definitely look forward to it. Let me get you a date. Ah man, and before we get out of here too, man, tell the people about that new visual you just dropped, man. That shit was super fire, bro.
Oh, yeah, we be the Legion. That's my my new. Well, I ain't gonna say my new single. It's off the Manifest brand. He got his own clothing line, Manifest. So when I came home, yo, that beat I always wanted, yo. He made that beat like 86 weeks ago because I looked it up on his IG page. It was like 86 weeks ago. When he made that beat, I just kept listening to it, yo, and I just was writing. You know, you only get like 45 seconds of listen time on IG on the reel. So I just
Right.
kept listening to it and just kept repeating it. And I wrote like 3 verses. And I just kept reciting the rhyme, reciting the rhyme, reciting the rhyme for 86 weeks. So when I went home, I said, yo, let me I'm trying to buy a hoodie, man. So he said, yo, come through the studio. So we chopped it up and I said, yo, man, what's up with this beat, man? And he said, I know what beat you talking about, yo. And I said, yo, I want that beat so bad, man. So, he said, yo, I got you, yo. And I said, load it up. And he was just like, gave me the face like, huh? Already? Load it up. He loaded up. I went in there, killed it. Maybe 2 takes, killed that shit. First take, I fucked it up. Second take, we ran through it, and it was done. And
So you
then
re- so you recorded it and then did the fire visual right after?
right after, yo, he said, and I said, yo, we was just chopping it up, yo, and I said, yo, I want to do one of those, those videos that you be doing for your clothing line. He said the dude, because I was gonna shoot it Monday. So he said the dude was like in Roanoke Rapids, the visual dude, and he said, you want to do it today? I said, why not? Let me knock all this shit out today. And he came through, knocked the shit out the same day, and got the video back the same day.
Visual was amazing.
Mm.
Shout out to I'm big on dope visuals. It didn't even matter
Oh,
what you said. I was like, that visual had me immediately because it looked so
yeah,
clean and so amazing, and you killed it. Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, you definitely killed it. But that verse is actually next Friday, January 30th.
30, okay then.
January 30th. Yes, sir, man. But again, we thank y'all for rocking with us. This is Paper Planes and Rock Chains. We talk other hip hop too sometimes.
Yeah.
If y'all want to hear more of that, we got some of that too. We thank y'all for definitely tapping in to season 2 of Paper Planes and Rock Chains.
Always,
Uh
always.
Always. Again, I'm Vaughn, aka Killer TV.
I'm your boy Jeter, man. You already know what it is, man.
All right, man. Peace and love. Keep God first, and I promise everything else will work itself out, man. Till next time. I'll holla.
Peace.
Yes, sir. All right, my boy.
All right, man. It was a good one.
All right, yes, sir.